Hi everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about electric field due to two parallel plane charged set using Gauss law. Okay, right. In the previous video, 11th part of electrostatics, we have discussed about electric field due to plane sheet of charged set. Okay, right. Dear friends, suppose if you are watching this channel first time, please subscribe the channel, and after watching this video, if you really enjoyed this video, like this video and share this link to your friends also. Okay, after subscription of our channel only, you will get the notification of videos when we are uploading immediately. Okay, right. Now here 12th part of electrostatics, we are going to discuss about the electric field due to two parallel plane charged sheets. Okay, right. In the previous video, we have discussed about electric field due to plane charged sheet. If only one plane charged sheet is there, means electric field is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. It is already we have discussed in the previous video. Are you clear? Right. Now what is the value of electric field? Sir, this is same for the plane sheet of charge. Either it has the positive surface charge density, that is nothing but plus sigma, and if it has the negative surface charge density minus sigma. Okay, so it is depending upon the surface charge density only. It is independent of the nature of the surface charge density, whether it is the positive surface charge density or negative surface charge density. Only it is depending on the surface charge density, that is sigma value, and it is independent of the distance. These are all already we have discussed in the previous video. Now in this video, what is the difference between the previous video and this video? Only one thing, here we are considering two parallel plane charged sheets. Remaining are all same. In the previous video, we have discussed about if the single plane charged sheet is there, means what is the value of electric field. Now here we are considering there are two plane charged sheets. Okay, if you look at this picture, you can see that there are two plane charged sheet is there. Right hand side negative surface charge density we are taking. In left hand side positive surface charge density, which is represented in green color. Okay, now you can raise one question. Suppose instead of green in left hand side, if it is replaced by it, the same will be there. There will be no changes in the electric field produced by the two parallel plane charged sheets. Okay, right. Before going to the derivation, we can just discuss about the diagram. Okay, here we are considering two parallel plane sheets. Okay, one is positive surface charge density plus sigma, and another one is negative surface charge density minus sigma. Are you clear? Right. Now we can look at this picture. Okay, from the positive surface charge density, the electric field, it is always directly outwards. On both the ends, it will be directly outwards. Are you clear? Right. Now to represent the direction of electric field due to the negative surface charge density, we are taking another color. I am representing the blue color. What about the plate of negative surface charge density minus sigma? It is always directly inwards. Okay, these are the two things we have to understand in this case. Then everything is the same what we have followed in the previous video. Okay, right. So first of all, we can see that how this electric field can be calculated due to these two parallel plane charged sheet. Okay, right. Now we can understand this. Due to the positive surface charge density plate, it will produce the electric field sigma is equal to 2 by epsilon. E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. What is the electric field due to the negative surface charge density? It is also given by sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So if we look here, the electric field produced by each plane charge sheet having the same magnitude, which is given by E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. But the point where we are taking, suppose if the point is taken between the two plates or outside the two plates. Outside the two plates means it may be taken right hand side or left hand side of these two plates. Depending upon the point where we have taken, the magnitude of electric field can be changed. Because if both the electric field are acting along the same direction, then the electric field produced by both the plates, it will be get added up. Suppose the electric field produced by both the plates are opposite in direction, they will be cancel each other because they are having same magnitude. Are you clear? Right. Now we are taking the point P1 which is between the two plates. Okay, it is given exactly in this diagram. Okay, for your understanding purpose only, I have used different colors for both the plates. Okay, for the positive surface charge density, I have used the green color. So green colored arrow, it is the representation of electric field produced by the positive surface charge density. Are you clear? And the orange color, it is used for the direction of electric field by the negative surface charge density, that is minus sigma. Right. Now in this picture you can see that if the point is taken between the two plates, we can see the electric field due to the positive and negative surface charge density is same. So in this picture you can see, wherever you can see, both are along the same direction. Okay, suppose if you are consider the point outside, here we can see that they are opposite directions. Both are opposite. If you are come to the left hand side of this place, there also both are in opposite directions. Okay, already we told the net electric field due to two different plates is given by algebraic sum of the electric field produced by the individual plates. Okay, what is the meaning of that algebraic sum of the electric field? That is given by net electric field is given by net electric field which is given by E is equal to E1 plus E2. It will be get added up if two electric fields are acting along the same direction. Suppose the two electric field are acts along different direction, then what will be the net electric field? How can we calculate? The net electric field E is given by E1 plus of minus E2, which means the electric field produced by the two parallel plane sheets are acting in opposite direction. So here the minus sign is representing the electric fields are acting in opposite directions. But in this equation, the plus sign which represents the direction of electric field acts along same direction. Okay, this is the thing you have to remember. Now we can go to the topic. So after this diagram I wrote here, by applying the Gauss law, the electric field due to the each plane charged sheet is given by E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. It is common for the negative surface charge density and also for the positive surface charge density. Okay, then one more thing, we know that the direction of electric field is depending upon the surface charge density. In the next point I have given, if sigma is greater than 0, then the electric field is acting outward. If sigma is less than 0, the electric field is acting inwards. Okay, in the previous video also I told clearly, if lambda is greater than 0, electric field is acting outwards. If lambda is less than 0, electric field is acting inwards. Okay, so the charge density decides the direction of electric field, whether it is acting perpendicular outwards or perpendicular inwards. Okay, so the same concept we are using here. If the surface charge density sigma value is greater than 0, the electric field at any point is outward perpendicular to the plane. At the same time, if sigma is less than 0, then the electric field at any point is inward perpendicular to the plane. Okay, right. Now, we have calculated the electric field due to the each plane sheet, that is given by sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Now here, the electric field at the point P1, that is between the two plates, is given by E at P1 is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Why? The net electric field between the two plates is given by E1 plus E2. Why? Because the direction of electric field produced by both the plates are along the same direction, so we can get added up. Okay, if you have the doubt, now we can go to the diagram. We can see that between the two plates, they are along the same direction. That's why we are adding two electric field E1 and E2. So that I wrote here. Otherwise, we can write one more step here. E at the point P1 is equal to E1 plus E2. Since they are acting along the same direction, it can be added up. Okay, so after that it can be simplified as we can write sigma by epsilon naught is common. Okay, so we can take sigma by epsilon naught common, then remaining 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, half plus half is equal to what? 1. So finally we will get the value E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, right. Then I have written the reason also, since the direction of electric field due to two plates are same. Otherwise we can write one more step here, E is equal to E1 plus E2, or we can write E net, it is also correct. Okay, right. Now the electric field at the points P2 and P3, either we can consider P2 or the point P3. It will be same on both sides. That's why I wrote here electric field at the points P2 and P3 outside the two plates. Okay, it is given by E at P2 is equal to E at P3 is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus up minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Otherwise, we can write one more step here. Okay, that is nothing but E at P1. Right, we can write E at the point P2 is equal to E at the point P3 is equal to E1 plus of minus E2. Okay, then one more thing, we know that E1 is equal to E2 is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught, because the electric field produced by each plane charged sheet is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. If we need, we can write these two steps also, it will be correct. Okay, then finally we can simplify these relations. E2, that is E at the point P2 is equal to E at the point P3 is equal to given by sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus up minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. It will be given by sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. They will be cancelled each other. So the electric field outside the two parallel planes is always equal to 0. Okay, then we can write the conclusion here. Since the electric field produced by both the positive and negative charge plane sheets are opposite direction and same magnitude at the points P2 and P3, they will cancel each other. So the net electric field outside the plate always equal to 0. Okay. Then last point, that is nothing but the electric field is independent of the distance but is dependent on the surface charge density. Can you remember this? In the previous case also we have discussed the same. Okay, the electric field is independent of the distance but it is depends on the charge densities. Are you clear or not? The same thing here we are given. Then one more point, we have given the first case, that is nothing but E is inversely proportional to R. Otherwise we can write E is proportional to R power minus 1. This is for infinite long straight charged wire. Okay, E is independent of R. It is same for both the single plane charge sheet and also two parallel plane charge sheet. So these are also important concept we can expect in the either 2 mark or 3 mark parts. Okay, so dear friends, I hope you all understood the concept from these 3 videos. What are the essential things we have to remember to derive the electric field depending upon the continuous charge system by applying the Gauss law. Are you clear? If you have any doubt, you can send the message through email or you can put in the comment box. I will try to solve your problems and I will give the tips how to understand, how to remember and how to recall all the formula related with this topic. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you.